为什么投资者会想投资你？Alright, time's up. Okay, so I need 3 people telling me why they think the investor will invest. 3个人跟我分享为什么你觉得投资者会投资。3 people. Oh, 3 people. They have that problem and they want you to solve it, right? Yes, that's very good. Very good. So, it's a good thing. What's that going to do? They believe that we can solve the problem. They believe that you can solve that problem. Very good. So number 1 is they have that problem, or their friends have that problem. The second thing, they believe that you can solve that problem. Okay, any more? I hope you about that.
We think that angel investor is for the team's vision and the team's current business, and the VC is for profit to invest.
Okay. It's a very good question. It's a very good answer. 所以他刚刚讲的是，天使投资人投的是因为你的实力、你的愿景，创投投你是因为他靠你赚钱，就这样子。Okay, so that is another course itself. Okay, 刚刚讲的那个是另外一堂课。Okay, alright， 你有兴趣可以来台北上老师的课，清创的课有开一点，听说高雄也要开，对，听说，好成，好。So there's a difference between angel investors. Angel investors are individual investors. Like if I invest my own money. VC, they invest somebody's money. So whose money is more painful? Say the same, is that what we're talking? Why? Because it's my own money, right? So angel investors tend to invest in the very early stage. There are 2 reasons. One is they don't have that much money, and second is that's exactly what you said. We want to support a better world, so we invest. Okay. So what do investors look at? Did we cover this last time? Yes? So recap. In terms of market, this market need to what? Increase 10% every year, right? The product and solution, anybody pay for it? Yes? People are paying for it, right? Team. What do you do the second thing when you wake up? Let's think about solving this problem. Those are the 3 things we look at. Clear? Excellent. These are different stages of fundraising. If you ever decide, I ask how much money you're going to put in. Why? Because you always start you. Last week, did you spend any money? 上个礼拜的时候，你在问的人 ，Did you spend some money? 有花钱的请举手。If you have spent money when you go out interview, please raise your hand. So you didn't spend any money? You didn't take bus? You didn't ride on your motorcycle? You didn't call somebody? No? You didn't eat? 你没有花钱吗？做这些事情 ？Did you spend money? Yes, of course. Whose money did you spend? Your money or daddy's money? Daddy money. So that's why you don't feel the pain, right? It's your money. Because next week we are going to build prototypes. Who is going to pay for the first prototype? If you want to print a device, if you want to print 3D prototype, 假如你的东西是一个字句，你要用 3D printer, who's going to pay for that? Who's going to pay for that $500 of 3D printer? Who? Printing cost who? 来，who? 你们东西假如你们会做实体的东西吗？那谁会付第一笔原型的费用？投资者，你疯了！你们有几个人？数一下，你们有几个人？啊？假如是700块，要出一集，你要问一下，你知道为什么吗？因为不付钱的人就不是 co-founders。I just said, if next week they're going to spend $700 on the 3D printing cost, I asked them how many people they are. They said 7, right? I said 700 divided by 7 equals to 100. It's easy math. But I asked, is it 7? Or is it 6? Or is it 5? Did you get it? Because not everybody will pay, right? And that's the moment you will know how many co-founders you have. And there's 5 words I'll give you. Welcome to. So before you even ask money from people like me, you need to have a good confession talk. 你们又要再一次坦诚会议了，对吧？ Maybe some of you just want to become a supporter. Maybe some of you just want to become a core team member. Maybe some people just want to invest, right? So 要不要花钱 right? But we try to keep it as minimum cost that you're going to spend, right? Okay? But we are spending money. So, who's going to support you? Daddy and mommy, right? Family and friends, right? Till the point that, oh, my customer asked me for 统一发票. That's the moment you need to form a company, right? 有一天你的客户说有没有统一发票，那时候你才要怎么样？开公司 ，right？ 所以 I don't want to hear about, oh, I want to start a company tomorrow. I don't want to hear that. 我只问你有发票的需求吗 ？You know why? When forming a company, the most important is you gotta decide who is the 负责人 right? Who is the owner of that business, right? Why is that so important? 负责人？不是，因为政府要知道要抓谁去关。Because the government want to know which person was sent to the prison when you do something wrong. That's okay. 5-letter word. Welcome to. 欢迎来。啊，不要说哦，我是负责人。我说哈哈，你们不去关吗？ So at that moment, you will have another confession talk, right? 你们又要一次坦诚会议了。等你决定好谁要抓去关了以后，你再怎么样，投资者才会出现啊 ，right? Why? Because there's a great chance your team will continue. 因为有一个很大的几率，你的团队不会继续。And the most funny thing is, we think that we don't continue because we don't have a business model. Now, most teams have a business model. The reason that we are not able to continue is you're not committed. So business model is not the reason you don't continue. A lot of teams continue even without a business model. It's all commitment. It's not about passion, okay? It's commitment. 所以重点呢，你能不能找到那里，就是你有没有决心，并不是你有没有商业模式。Because you all have business model now. 有没有觉得跟一般想象是不一样的？对吧？所以5个字，对。So when we come in at this stage, I will ask you 3 questions. What question will I ask you? Let's read the title. If you're not ready to answer these 3 questions, do not call me, please. I have final words for you. Welcome to. I'm making this very easy for you, right? 我有没有把步骤讲得很清楚？有没有很简单？困不困难？非常困难。你知道为什么吗？ Do you know why it's so difficult? We don't even know how many people is going to split the cost next week among your team. 我们都不知道下周的花费你们会不会一起除以平均，还是有人不会。And that's the most difficult. Because party is over. 因为玩乐已经结束了。If you really don't want to continue, please return the money, okay? 假如你真的没有继续，请把钱退回给别人。因为你不退，以后就没有人相信房价了，以后就没有人相信你了，以后人就没有相信我了。If you do not return the money, then people will start to doubt what Feng Jia is doing, what me is doing, what you is doing. Let me tell you, Taiwan is very small, okay? People will find out. Do not challenge that. A lot of startups in Taiwan think this is bullshit. Oh, I'm sorry, think that this is not. Do you know when I was in Korea, what happened? All the investors from Korea in the world asked me, oh, this team from Taiwan pitched at me. This team from Taiwan pitched at me. That team from Taiwan, is this real? Are they good person? It's very small. Okay? So, when we invest, you need to think about how much money you're going to put in. And then we need to start to do this. It's called shared distribution. That's it. Here's 4 people, right? Everybody put 10,000. 每个人都放1万块. So what's the total capital of your company now? 你的公司的资本得多少？4万块. Then I ask, is it 25, 25, 25, 25? Is it? Huh? Can it be 30, 30, 20, 20? 可不可以？ But you put the same money, 可以吗？ Why not? No. 5-letter word. So that's why I said a lot of teams will not make to this stage. Why? Because the money you put in doesn't have an equal weight. Why? Co-founders' money worth more. Right? Because co-founder is the one that compel, wake up every day, do this. Core team, they are part of the team, but they want to go to prison. Right? Employee, punching and punching out. They collect salaries. We don't even know if the employee will go to the prison visit the big boss. You know what I'm saying? Every money from this list worth differently. 好严肃哦，对不对？ So I'm telling you, if you think you just put in the money and you want to get a share, I would recommend you to become solely 投资者 investor only. Part of the team. In Taiwan, there's a concept called $10 per share, right? If we use that analogy, co-founder paid $10 per one share. Core team pay or $11 or $8, I don't know. But investor pays $20 share. Right? No? You want me to pay $10 or $20? Me? I pay $10. Oh, thank you. No. You need to listen. That's why I said this class was so adorable. 我们是一个很可爱的一群人。你那么辛苦，你50块钱，我只是在旁边，我什么都没有做，我一股到多少钱？20嘛，我以为你会说30。Your job is to validate and says, David, I'm very sorry. Last week I said $20 per share because I did my validation, and more, it's $30 per share now. Are you in or out? Okay. This is the type of conversation I want you to have with me. Because I don't want to invest in teams as, Teacher David, our validation didn't go well. How about $5 a share? I don't want to invest a team with $5 a share. There's no future. Think about your dad or mom. 买台积电的，买 TSMC， 他手说会买，是跌会买，是会涨会买，都套牢了，对不对？对啊。You buy one, it's gonna be not. 哎，好的老师带你怎么样？坏的老师 ，OK， 翻英文。So you need to create a startup that is worth by a quarterly basis. That's what co-founders is, create the value, right? Okay. All right. So what do we need to do to fundraise? We need to have a pitch deck, 10 slides of PowerPoint, and we need to list out the potential investors, right? So which investor do you know? 你有认识投资者吗？没有吗？那我是。Do you know any investor? So I'm not on your investor list? So do you know any investor? Yes. So there's only yes or no, right? 所以你有没有认识投资者？有，不是 you， 有没有 ？Yes, OK。那我后面有很多投资者，有，所以不能得罪什么。所以下次上课要怎么样？我今天几点来 ？So the key thing is not to piss off your first investor, right? Because I have a lot of investors behind me, right? So what time do I arrive here today? Guess. 8 o'clock, yes. What time did you arrive today? When I invest in you? I only have 5 things, 5 words. This is the 10 slides you need to create. Problem, let's read it together. Stop. Do we know how to write this slide? 我们知道怎么做这张图片，知不知道？知道，知道。That's what we were practicing this morning, right? Okay, second. cover this last week？ 有没有？有没有讨论为什么现在的解决方案不能解决一个问题 ？Did we cover this last week？ 没有吗 ？No? Okay, so why would the current solution doesn't help to solve? Do you know? Why would the current solution?
There is no current solution.
Right? Why would the current solution doesn't? But you gotta have close to, alright? Because that's your niche. So you gotta go know who are your competitors, current competitors. They may not do a good job, right? But it's okay. Number 3 is, so this is the story of Andy Lee, Connie Wong, right? I met this lady last week. She gave me $1,000 because did you get a point? Or your own story about this problem? Because this is about creating empathy.
I don't remember exactly what it's called, but there's a movie all about, I forget the guy's name. Anyway, he's having a tough life, and he sees an ad about a child in Africa.
Yeah.
Starving children in Africa. And the child has a name which is like Magugu or something. Anyway, so there's an observation that if you personalize a problem,
Yeah.
that people react more powerfully.
Exactly. That's the purpose of slide number 3. So slide number 1 has a photo.
Schmidt, all about Schmidt.
All about Schmidt. So number 1 has a photo. Number 3 has a photo of your Wesley on the Wong. 明白了吗？第一页是一张图片 you find on Google Image, right? Don't forget to give credits, okay? Credits to people. 你只要拿网站上的图片，你要写人家的网址。This is a responsible thing to do. Okay? Number 3 is a photo of your customer who gave you money. You're telling that person's story, right?
These are the 10 slides?
Yes.
Slide by slide.
Yes, slide by slide. Here, you talk about your solutions. Did we cover that just now? Yes. It's your current prototype. And next thing is, let's read it together. What's the validation result? We spoke to 100 people. 80 people said yes, this is the reason why. Got it? How do we make money? We're selling a device. Premium, $2,000. Basic, $1,000. We're creating an app. Free has this feature. Premium has this feature for $199. White slides. Okay? Okay, mom? Next slides. Market size. Did we cover market size last time? 市场大小有没有？市场大小有3个元素。Did we talk about it last week? Available market. Let's say if I want to solve a problem for deaf people, do we know how many deaf people in Taiwan? We Google it. Let's say there's 1 million. That's your available, right? But I want to service older deaf people, right? The second thing is serviceable market. I'm just a startup. I can't solve problem for everybody who lives across Taiwan. So I want to target senior deaf people in Taipei. So the number 3 is your target market, right? We got it? So you draw a big circle, a middle circle, and a small circle, and you blend out the numbers. Okay? You draw something like that. Got it? Yeah? So you Google the numbers, right? Times times people times how much you plan to charge, and times the hit rate. Let's say I would say I want to target available market is all the deaf people in Taiwan. Serviceable market is senior deaf people. Initially, I want to target to people living in Taipei, but my hit rate is only 50%. So 50% of that target market times your price gives you what? Your expected revenue. And that's the moment the investor will say, now I see you are a responsible entrepreneur. You are not too greedy, or you're not too gullible. 你不是一个非常贪心的，或你不是一个非常天真的，你有做你的功课 ，right? You said why would angel invest you? Because they trust you, right? This slide's about trusting you. Good. Team intro. So it's a photo of your team, right? This is the toughest slide. Why? 这是最困难的投影片 ，Why?
Because we're students.
No, because that's the moment you need to have your confession meetings. Who are actually part of the team, and who are actually co-founders, and who are actually investors, and who are actually cheerleaders, right? That's very tough. Which company has this problem? Facebook, right? Mark doesn't believe his initial roommate is a co-founder. After the courts, he acted him back. So do not make that mistake. The mistake they made was they didn't have a confession meetings. So you need to sort this out before you call investor, okay? This is called house cleaning. We're good? What are the next 3 things you would do? What are the next three you will do after you leave this class today? 今天上完课以后，你接下来会做哪3件事情？针对这件事情，让它实现。How about you guys? You don't know what are the next 3 things? Okay, then this is the moment your investor loses confidence. Because what did I say? You need to tell an investor what you're going to do with their money, right? So, here. And the next thing is